Aloha. So we were about ready to leave yesterday, and then we found out that someone stole our motor. So it wasn't the motor for the big boat, but for Mahalo, which sits right here, the dinghy. So here you can see a picture of it with the motor on it, and unfortunately we had it in the storage yard for the winter, and someone in the storage yard took the motor off and stole it. It's very disappointing. As you can see here, everyone's got their dinghies, but we're totally devastated and taken by that. It was a brand new motor, had about 22 hours on it, and so that has delayed us for another day. We're about 24 days behind our departure for the Great Loop. So today we've been calling around to trying to figure out what to do. We filed a police report with the police department here, but you know there's nothing they can do. So we went, and fortunately we found a Yamaha dealer nearby that had a 20 horsepower motor in stock. Really didn't want to spend another $3,100, but fortunately they had it in stock, and the Yamaha had a $300 rebate, instant rebate, which was very nice. And of course we're in Delaware, so there's no sales tax. That saves us another $200 over the neighboring states. So come along as we try to mount this motor and try to get our dinghy to the boat so we can go. Hopefully we can take off tomorrow. All right, so here's Alex. When we picked up the dinghy yesterday, we found ants living underneath. Here, Alex, pull this up, babe. Just undo the hook there. There were ants literally living underneath. This had come loose, and they were living, and we're gonna have to glue this back shut, but they're living inside there. Yeah,
you can see the ants crawling.
I could not believe that they think this is a really good home, but I guess it's like a tube, a tunnel, and they're inside here somewhere. And so we're gonna have to glue that back on. It looks like it's been glued before. This is a 2008 and rigid. So all right, so we're gonna take the cover off. Let's get the motor. So here's Cynthia's car. Excuse the mess, but here's the motor right here. Laying down, you can only lay down on the tiller side. Very important if you have a Yamaha. Only lay it down on the tiller side. So we're going to try to take it out of here. It weighs about 100 pounds, and put it on the back of the dinghy. All right, so the Blades Police Department just came by and took our police report. The state police came out yesterday, did the initial, but they're really low on staffing in Blades Police Department, and so he just came by and took our report, and so we're going to continue with the time lapse here in just a moment. You can see I didn't drop it. We tried to put it down real carefully, hope it didn't scratch the new motor, but we're going to try to put this motor back on. So let's continue with the time lapse. Well, we got her mounted. She's on the transom. Looks like wasps made their home here. I'm afraid to open that hatch right there and discover what's inside there. But are you gonna do it? Yeah, nothing's coming out, Alex. That's a good thing.
It's mostly spider webs.
Mainly spider webs. Okay. Again, we haven't used it for about a year. And so now we got the drain plug in. Very important. All right, let's go put this thing together. Gas tank, and let's go. So our thought is this: the gas in there is probably at least a year old, maybe more, and I really don't want to put that through the new engine. So we're gonna go and get fresh gas. I think that's the best start for the new engine. And every time one has something stolen, one thinks, okay, what can I do better to protect it? So this time what we did, we saw that when they sold us the outboard, they sold us outboard motor lock. So we're gonna give that a try. It looks like a big bar, and then it has a key on the bottom. It's made of some sort of steel, I guess. But that should slow people down anyway. Probably can't ever prevent a theft, but all the same, we're gonna try to put that on there. All right, so we got the dinghy almost here in the water. Alex is just about ready to put it in, give a test drive, and take it over to Mahalo. So here comes Hanu, which is our little dinghy. We call it Hanu, and you'll see a lot of that on the loop here. All right, here we go. Aloha, we're back from the time lapse, and here's Alex in the new Yamaha that we are just christened. So Alex, go ahead, take it out. It's brand new, so he can only go half throttle, and we're in the marina anyway, so he's got to go really slow. But he's going to drive it around for a little bit and just test it out and make sure it works the way it's supposed to work. And that's how we recover from the agony and anger sort of having a motor stolen to replacing it and with a new one. Fortunately, we were able to do that. Still painful, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money in one of those outboards. So, but it's our car. It's the way we get back and forth from land. It's the way we take our dogs for a walk. It's our basic transportation when we're at anchor, and we like to anchor, so we really need a dinghy. We like marinas, but for me it's easier to park the boat when it's anchored. I just drop the hook and we're done.